Thank you for joining us today.
All right, I sent her a note, so hopefully. So will we use the same link every week?
No, it won't be the same link every week. I will send in an email and then you can register from those links.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Thank you.
No problem. Let's see, wait maybe a minute or so and then we can get started right away. Hello, thank you for joining us today on this week's webinar. Please leave the comment down below from where you're from and where you're dialing in from. That would be very helpful for me as well to continue doing this webinars. Okay, I think we can actually get started now, and if there's other people who's joining in after, they can continue watching this and also watch the recorded as well. So I'll just quickly turn off my video for now just for a better connection, and then I will share my screen. Will I turn off the video? Share. Okay. So let me know if you're able to see my screen now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so let's just do a little introductions. So I'm Sarah, I'm customer success at Blue. So I'm running this webinars every single week on different use case, different topics. Anything that you might be interested in, please leave in the comment section down below or in the chat box, any use case that you would like to see, any feature that you want me to mention within this webinars. I'm very happy to clear everything out for you as well. So this week webinar is going to be about remote work at Blue. So just a little bit of a background story. Blue wasn't actually built for remote work. It was built for agency, but with the whole COVID situation hits, Blue was actually perfect for remote work as well. And for the last year, Blue team has been working from home for the almost an entire year. We do a lot of our calls online, and we keep track of our projects, everything just on Blue, and that really keeps us going as well, and all of that for the past year as well. So I'm just gonna share you that this week a few tips and tricks on how to maximize your Blue and how you can actually use Blue to work from home. A little bit of housekeeping as well. This video will be recorded and you can always go back to this video at our YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube and search for Blue Teamwork, from there you'll be able to find this recording video as well. And from there, you can you can rewatch anything from last week's webinar, and I also leave a timestamp. And if you have any questions or concern during the call, please leave in the chat down below, and then I'm very happy to help clarify everything for you. Okay, I think we can get started on the topic. So about just a few things with when it comes to remote work is just there's a few pain points to it as well. So a few things would be lack of communications, prioritizing work. So maybe due dates has been lost in communications, or something that's some work that doesn't have proper assignees or anything like that. So that could be lost in translation and all of that, and then you cannot prioritize your work. And then also managing projects from different regions, it can be very difficult unless so normally people would work within office, but within the last year, a lot of the project has been moved online. So I'm just going to share with you on how you can actually manage your projects and also align with your team member, assign everyone different responsibility so that they don't clash on their projects as well. And they're keeping the to-dos very clean and holding everyone responsible for their work from there. So let me just go on to Blue now. So in this week, I'm just gonna show you a general project at Blue. So what a general project at Blue would look like is something like this. But then I also want to walk you through some of these features after we go through this first. So this is very important to understand that Blue works on a project based under one company. So if we just go back to the main project or the main homepage, we can see that these are companies, and you can switch between companies um, as you want. You can easily just switch to, let's say I'm currently in Blue, or I just quickly want to switch to Matte. This is require different licenses for different companies. So you have your own company that you paid for your license, and then you have your projects. So underneath each of these companies, you have these projects, what we call project. And if you see here, this little folders here, this is unique to your own. So unfortunately, we don't have this for a team cross. So this is just like a way for me to keep everything organized for myself. So as you can see, this is the little folders, and to create those little folders, you can just click on the plus button here and then create new folder. You can just do a test right here. And then you can also change the name or set new colors of the folder if you click on these three dots here. So these are folders, and these are for yourself. And within the folders, you have your projects. So to organize folder, you can just easily drag and drop it out like so, or drag and drop to different folders if you please. And then this is our homepage. So homepage, I'm just gonna go through this very quickly because this is just the very basic and of Blue. So you have your activities. So these shows all the activities from all these projects. So if you see here, I have Blue support, general project, or Blue AQ. So if you go to here, these activities are coming from these projects. So if I have new comments, if I update any statuses, it will show up here from all of these projects that I am in. And then you also have your active people. And then now I'm just going to share with you quickly the Mytodo, which I'll go through this again after, because I want to walk you through the project first and then also the Mytodo after the projects. So Mytodo is something that I normally comes in every single day just to see what I need to get done that day. So I work mainly on customer success and then also on growth. So a lot of my work has are in this project, the growth project. And as you can see, I have this list here, which makes more sense once I go into these projects. So you have your list, you have the project, these are the project, and you have your to-do. So each of the to-do are in the list, and in the list are in these project. And you can see it's created by different people here or myself that I created the to-do. And I can see who created it, and I've been assigned to that work. And again, you can also sync this to your personal calendar, which I will show you once we get into the project as well. And then quickly, we also have calendars. So calendar that is under Mytodo. This calendar is a company-wide calendar. So every of the to-dos within these projects will show here that has a date. So if you click on it, as you can see, this is the project account receivable, and it has a date, so which is why it shows up in the company-wide calendar. Okay, so now that we've gone through the basic stuff, I'm just going to share with you what the general project would look like and how to actually create this general project. So this is a very general basic project that I've created for this webinar. So within the project, you have your list. So this is what we call list. Ideas, backlog, progress, under review, done. So if you're familiar with Kanban board, you can just easily drag and drop it to a different stage of the project that you're in. So let's say if you're in under review, so you can just quickly jump to here. So now the project is under review, and you can just quickly move it back here as well. And then you can also switch to different types of view without having to add those view. You can just easily switch it to calendar view if you want. So any to-dos here that has a date will show up in this calendar. So this calendar is not technically the same as this calendar because this calendar is a company-wide, and this calendar is for project-based. So if you're in a general project, you will have your own project calendar here. But since this one has a date, it will also show up here as well. But this one includes other projects in it as well. So let's just go back to other views. Let me know if it's not clear, then I'll quickly explain it again as well. Or if you have any questions or if I'm going too fast, please feel free to let me know. And then we also have a database view. So database view is something that's quite new at Blue. But this is something that I use quite a lot, especially when it comes to accounting or when it comes to budgeting. I think database view really helps me just build everything in one place and just quickly assign team member if I want to as well, or if I want to set a due date, I can quickly do that on the database view. And then you also have your list view. So list view, just quickly see everything, every of the list in one place as well. And then we also have the map view, which I will go through after this as well. So the map view is actually quite important. Even though you're on a remote work, I believe that map view is something that can be very useful as well. Okay, so let's go back to the board view. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm very happy to help with anything that you're not sure of. Okay, so now that we're in the board view, we're back in the board view. We have your list once again. So you have your ideas, backlog, in progress, under review, and done. And each of this list, you have your to-do. So in each of the to-do is something that I would say a task that you need to get done or you need to work on. So let's say you want to do a to-do for a community translation page, or a community translation post, or a Facebook post, Instagram post, or a video post. So this would be your task, and this would be the title of your task. So this can rename it to any name that you want. This would be your task, and within this task you have your due dates. So let's set a due date for the April 8th, and then assign my team members, and then also set priorities. So let's just do this content as well with high priorities, and then also email if you need to include it. Also link, multiple line. So multiple line here, I would say we should normally it would be for notes or anything like that. If you're in a meeting, you can just quickly type in the notes in the multiple line section. So as you can see here, we have email, phone numbers, link, multiple lines, files. So these are custom fields. So these are not directly from the to-do. So the to-do default has the due date, the assignees, the tags. So these are custom fields that you need to add to. So to add custom field, you can just add more fields and create custom field like so. You can create as many custom fields as you want. There's no limit to the custom field. Let's add a number. So what's really useful about this, a quick tip if you're not sure, is that you can do this actually hourly. So you can actually track hours on Blue, and your team member can just come in and enter their hours as well if they need to. But this also requires a lot of trust as well within the team members. So you can just come in and then they say, oh, this week I worked 4 hours, or this week I work 40 hours, something like that. So this way that your team member can see how many hours that you put into this as well. So once you assign a team member to a task, this is where they will see it on their Mytodo. So when they come into their Mytodo, they'll be able to see a task that's been assigned to them. And this way you're not losing any communication within the team. You'll know that they'll see this under their task, and then they'll also receive an email notification and also a notification on their desktop app as well, that they've been assigned to a task. And this way that you can keep track of what everyone is up to as well. So by assigning them to a work, this way they'll be able to jump in quickly and see what needs to get done. So without having to talk to them at the office, but you can just quickly assign them to a work or a task, and that way they'll know what they need to do. Or if it's a collaborative work, you can assign multiple team members, so those people will be aware of what needs to get done, and they can have their communication on the comment section here. So let's say I can just mention one of my team member here, and let's say what's the status of this task. And this way, my team member will be able to receive this notifications on their email, which look something like this. So as you can see, there's a red button here. This means that there's a notifications or a mention. So if someone mentioned you in the project, you'll be able to see it in this section here. So add mention, and then you can just quickly click on it. And then this will get you right to that section or that mention right away. So you don't have to go back and find the to-dos or find the updates or find the discussions that they mentioned you at. So with the add mention, it's very important that they set the notification setting. But even without the notification setting on, they'll be, whenever they go onto Blue, they'll see this red button here. And so this way that they'll be able to see what been mentioned on them. So quickly, within the add mention section is that you have your general project, which I'm in the general project, but let me just show you this. If you go to another project and you click on the add mention, this will only show the project that you're in, but you can also click on the all project section. And this way you'll be able to see everything that mentioned you from any of these projects. So as you can see, there's account receivable projects, there are awesome projects, there are blue AQ projects. So this way you can just easily see where you need it on a task or where you need it on a project, just so that you can keep everything more organized and more clean for you and your team member as well. Another way is tag. By adding tag, you can also adding a category so that your team members are aware if it's a high priority task or if it's a low priority task. That's depend on how you add the tag. So to add tag, you just click on create tags, and let's just do a task here for now and give it a color. This way you'll be able to just quickly add a tag. So these are custom fields. So let's just do a short custom field here for email. And then phone number, no need. Let's do it blue.io link. And then this would be like any notes that you have quickly, if you have like any ideas quickly about this to do, you can just add it in these multiple line text. So you can say like blue community name suggestions. Let's say ask.blue.io or other website to look into. So this way everything is locked in this section here so that you don't miss anything. And this just keep a very transparency with your team member. Everything that you do on Blue, like any custom field, any editing, it will lock automatically on here just so that everything is in one place, and then you'll be aware of what's been deleted or what's not been deleted or any update. So everything is locked here. But if you want, you can also just click on the comment section here and just see the comment only without seeing the activities of the to-do, which can be messy if you work quite a while on the to-do. But I would suggest to just filter everything out. And when it comes to filter, I want to also talk about filtering. So the way you can filter and the way you can see everyone's task, what they're up to, so that you don't want to assign them onto a task repeatedly, or you don't want to assign them or overload them with work, you can just quickly click on their icon here, like so. So instantly everything is filtered out. So you can see, oh, this is what this person is working on this week. You can also unassign by just click on them, and also click another person here as well, just to quickly see what your team's up to so that you can continue assigning them works as well. And then you can also assign by due date. So if you want to see, oh, which day I need this work to get out, or which day I need to submit this work, you can just quickly filter by due date, like so. So it looks like there's nothing's due on that day. So that's great. If you see here, these are all date range, which is why it doesn't show. But if I can just quickly show it here, I can see this one needs to get out by April 8th. Or I can also filter it by tag like this. Or I can just click on the tag here, just how I would do with the assignees. Let's get into a little bit more when it comes to filtering. We also have advanced filter. So with advanced filter is you filtered out custom fields. So if you go back to the custom field here, like I mentioned earlier, email, phone number, link, multiple line, you can filter it by custom fields. So as you can see, email, phone number, link, or hours. So you can just quickly click on email and then equal to. So equal to is the condition if it's equal to as the name, the value of it. So sarah@blue.io. So this way, this will filter everything out and just shows the one that has that email, the exact sarah@blue.io. But in case you don't remember the name or the full address, you can just say blue and then is maybe. And this way it will also show the to-do that has the word blue in the email section here. So this way, this is a quicker way to also filter out custom field, because in some project you might have hundreds and hundreds of to-do, and it's not very easy to just go in and scroll and try to find that one to-do that you need to see that has that email or that specific client email that you really need to. I see a question here. Hold on. Yes, so if you assign them on to this project here, or if you assign them to the to-do here, this way they'll be able to see everything in this to-do. So to assign them to a to-do, you'll need to actually click on people section here, sorry, and then you invite them to the project. And from there, they'll be able to see everything in this project. So unfortunately, I think your question might be if it's possible to block them from seeing other to-do, but that's not yet possible. But this is something that we're actually planning to look into in the future. So hopefully in the future, because I know that you might be working with a lot of freelancers or anything like that, and you just want that to do specifically to share with them, but that is unfortunately not yet possible for now. Yeah, so sorry about that, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to do that, because that is something that's quite helpful for people who works with a lot of freelancer as well. Okay, Liz, so now that we're done with the filtering section, hope I answer your question as well. Thank you again for your questions. Yes, so this is your to-dos, basic to-dos and basic project that you can just keep in touch with your team member. And remember that every ad mentions or every notifications or comment, they will be able to receive this notification. So let's quickly jump into the notification as well. So if you go to the notification setting here, and if you work with a lot of other people, this is something that I think very helpful if you let them know to turn on the notifications so that they will receive anything like this. So if you're mentioned in a comment, they will receive a notification on email, phone, or mobile desktop. If you're assigned to the to-do, they will also receive an email to this as well. If you're added into a project, you can choose between mobile desktop or email. So for mobile desktop, there will be a notification on their phone or their mobile or their desktop as well. And then for new comments, so I would highly recommend that you go through this and let the team member that you're working with know, and making sure that they turn on the notification just so that they won't miss anything, and communication is clear within the team members so that you don't lose any communication as well. Again, you can also put on notifications for projects that is important, like sales CRM. You can turn off any project that's not necessary for you, the notifications. So I really recommend to look into this and just see what you think is important that your team members need to receive notifications. But what I would personally suggest would be the comment sections, new to-dos in the project, just so that your team member won't miss anything from this project, especially if you work on a remote work. This is something that notification is something that keep everyone aligned and having a clear communication as well. And if you're on vacations, you can just quickly just turn it off like so, and turn it back on when you're back from vacation as well. But if you turn on the email, you'll receive the email notifications so that you don't miss anything. And in case you might miss something, so this is where activity comes in very handy. So in case you miss a to-do or any mentions or any comments, you just go back to the activity section here. From all these projects, so just a quick recap. Let's say that day you're missed out on that day and you weren't in the office. So let's just quickly go to March 15th. So let's say that day you were on a vacation or you had a day off or something like that. And then you see everything here. So a lot of our team actually use Blue for like to comment and to just update everyone and see in case we missed anything or any work, and then just quickly come in and see, oh, this is what we need to work on, and this is what the team has been doing while I was away. So this way is just a quick way to use the activity section and just filter everything out. Another thing for when it comes to search and filter, again, you can also do a search button here. So if you click on search and you click on Blue or any keywords that you might be interested in, this way you'll see every task or every to-do that has the word Blue in it. From there, you'll be able to see it here as well. Okay, so let's go back to our general project. So this is, again, our general project, and let's go into discussions. So this is something we use quite a lot at Blue. So let me just share with you quickly what our Blue project looks like that we actually use every single day. So this is a discussions that we use quite often and see. So this is file folders, which is coming very soon. Our team is just finalizing it on the development page. So like discussions on the new UI UX inspirations or anything like that. So this way, everything will be in one place, and that this is just a quicker way to thank you for being so excited for file folders. Yes, this is actually coming very soon. I'm glad that you're excited for this because it's really going to be very, very helpful and just organize everything. And also just a quick sneak peek as well. Once we have file folder, we actually plan on file sharing. So that is actually something that's very exciting coming soon on Blue as well. Okay, let's go back to our discussions. So with discussions here, again, this is just what the design behind this is to have a very quick meeting. So some meeting can be very long, but can be cut short. So this is when discussions come in handy. So if to do a discussion, you can just click on. So let me just go back to the task project. And just let's do a discussions on next week's webinar, something like that. Next week webinar, and then what's on your mind? Maybe software development or anything like that. Any thoughts? So this is what a meeting or any email back and forth can be. just a quick discussions page. So you just post it like so. And then this way, my team member can see, receive a notification, actually receive a notification just now from here. They can also go to activity and they'll see, oh, there's a discussions coming. So let's just go in there quickly. And then they can comment in and say, let's do basic demo as well. So you can do like discussion back and forth like this, bring up a topic and share with your team member. So while we're in discussion section, there's actually a new feature on beta right now. So if you go to www.beta.app.blue.io and use your usual login, you'll be able to access these features. So if you see here, this is very new on Blue. So this is what we call embed link. So you can actually now watch video on Blue. So this is very quite helpful for team members who not working together. You can share files and share YouTube link, any resources that you think might be helpful to your team member with the embed link sections. So let's go to one of our YouTube video and see if you can pull up something. So let's say, let's use one of this video here. Let's do that. And click on, so I just copied the YouTube link just now. Click on here and embed. So this is one of the new feature that we recently released to our beta. So let's say, check this video out. Like so, and then quickly post it. And now all my team members who are across the region or across the country can quickly see this video that I share, and we can just quickly preview it as well from here. So they don't have to actually download the video or go to the link. They can just watch the video right on Blue as well. So this way, in case you have like videos like this, this webinar, you can just quickly share it to your team member who's not who's not in the office or anything. You can just quickly post it in the discussion, and they can also easily find this on Blue. So it doesn't lose in chat communications on a third-party app that you're using, maybe like Telegram or WhatsApp. They'll need to go back in and search for things like this, but you can actually now quickly do it on Blue, and they can see which discussion that they've been embedded on. So they can just come into this, and then they'll be able to watch that video without having to scroll through hundreds and hundreds of chats. So that's just one of the new features that we have. And then let's continue on to an update. So updates is something that we use quite often at Blue, is to just update everyone in the team members. So this is something that I would highly suggest you to, or to your team members or anything, to just post and updates. So let everyone else know what you're up to. So this is what actually keep our team members working and just be aware of everyone's doing, instead of so normally we would go to the office and then we would give out our updates. Okay, so this is what I've done this week, this is what I've done that day, but this is just a quicker way to do updates. So this is just one of the examples. So let's say this person here has uploaded last week webinars, prepare newsletters, send out email blasts. So this way our management team could just come in and see, okay, this is what this person has done, this is what this person has done as well. They can also leave a comment on here. So let's say, oh, can you add a link to the guide? Oh, I can just go back to the to-do and then add the link to the custom field as well. And then, so how to create updates, you can just click on this section here. So let's say I'm awesome today, filming a webinar today. And then you can also make it fun by just add GIFs and stuff. Like so. So this way my team member know what I'm up to. So frequent updates, let everyone knows what you're doing. Unfortunately, this is not a recurring thing, but I would like you to encourage your team member to just quickly come in and just post in updates if they want to, so they can just quickly update, oh, this is what they're doing that day. So updates is very important if you're in remote work. This is something that I highly suggest that you do, because it's something that we use a lot at Blue, and just letting everyone knows what everyone is up to that day as well. And then from within the project, you can have another tab, which is of course the Files tab. So in case you didn't know, we actually have unlimited storage at Blue, and you can upload up to 5 GB per files. So now you can upload any files you want, especially like videos like this, or if you do a lot of team meetings with your team members, this is something that I highly recommend that you do, is that you record your video or you record your meetings for members that aren't in the project and just upload it onto Blue, because there's no storage at Blue. It's unlimited storage. There's no limit to your storage. This way, you'll be able to actually share it with your team members and just let everyone knows, oh, okay, this is what you've missed that day. This is the whole recap of the meeting. So if you do meetings on Zoom, you can actually record it, and then you can post it onto the Blue section as well. And from there, your team member can actually come in and review this. We have another request. Hi, thank you for joining in. Please add voting features. Oh, this is something that we're actually been discussing. So last week we been discussing on how to add like a voting feature, maybe upvotes or like sections. But then voting feature is something that's, I think, might be very helpful. But again, something like this is actually what you can do with the To-Do. It's not exactly voting, but I would suggest to do a checklist as a vote. So from there, so let's just do this. So let's say you want this language on Blue and you vote this language. So technically you don't have to tick it, but to vote, you can just click on your name here. And then this way you're just sharing your vote that, oh, this is what I want. This is not technically a voting system, but I would suggest you for now to use the checklist as a voting system. I know it's not very ideal, but I would say it works. You can actually vote on different things like this. If they agree with you, they can also assign themselves as well. So you have like 2 votes now on French, something like that. So that is something that's I would say a quick tips for now to use the voting feature if you're interested in that. I know it's also not anonymous, but yes, voting feature is something that we want to look into as well. So within the so now while we're just at files, I also want to share with you quickly on how you can actually upload files to Blue by just drag and drop. So you don't have to just click on it. You just go to file and then you can just drop the file on here. So this is how you can upload file custom field. And within this this file here, you can actually preview it on this custom field so that you'll know this to do. This file belongs to this to do. So this is just keeping everything more clean and more organized like that. And you can also download right on here if your team member are posting or if your team member are uploading the file. Another way is you can also upload multiple files or through a folder as well. So let's just quickly do that. So that's just how you can upload as many files as you want. There's no file limits to Blue. And from there, you can also see the file section here. So you can see like the new items that I recently just posted as well. So that's just file. I also want to quickly, while we were in the checklist section earlier, let me share with you one of the new features again that you can actually use on the beta version. So if you go to beta.app.blue.io, so just quickly put this in the chat here. Everyone, beta.app.io. So this is our beta version, and you just use the same login. And with beta version, actually you can paste a link here and it's clickable. So let's see if the YouTube, okay. So this is a link on the checklist item. So if you have like resources or anything for your team members to look into, you can just paste the link here, click on it. And yeah, you can click on the link on the checklist items now. Okay. Okay, perfect. So that is our checklist item and link, and then also the new custom field that you can just easily drag and drop to the file sections. And then earlier I also mentioned the embed YouTube link as well. So okay, so now so within your to-do, you can actually sync this to your personal calendar. So if I can go back to this calendar section here, as you can see, this is the to-do that has a date. So if you're someone that works a lot with your personal calendar, like Google, Outlook, or iCalendar, you can just click on sync calendar section here and sync this calendar. And then let me just show you on how that works actually. Quickly just show you that. Click on like so. You click on add calendar from URL like this, add calendar, and that is done. And then you can just click activate this one. And now you'll be able to see the tasks here of film monthly features. So this is from the Blue General Project. So this is how you sync your to-do to your personal calendar. So if you're someone that works a lot with Google and you want to see your tasks in your personal calendar, you can actually see that from here as well. Sorry, let me mute one team member as well. Okay, so that's just how you would sync your personal your to-dos to your personal calendar. Well, there's no limit to upload on Blue, so you can upload as many files as you want. So there's actually no limit, but you can upload up to 5 GB per file. So a lot of video are going up to like 1 to 2 GB, but you can upload up to 5 GB, which is quite a lot. And there's no limit to images, so you can actually upload as many as you want to Blue as well. You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you for your question as well. Okay, so once we gone through syncing calendars, if you still have a little bit questions on sync calendar, please let me know before I jump into another sections of this webinar, which is the forms sections. So forms is something that I really love at Blue. Form is something that I work quite a lot. So let's go through here, Blue Growth. So this is one of the forms that I've created and sent to our to anyone in the team or anyone that are not on Blue. They will be able to access this form through email that I've sent them. And all this form will gather in this to-do section here as well, which I'll show you after. So right now, as you can see, we have the Blue webinars feedback. So this is how you will build a form. You can just quickly drag and drop here to this section. So these are your custom field, which I've gone through earlier. So if you have a custom field, if you don't, you can just click on add custom field here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to create custom field because I'm not the admin of this project. So only the admin of this project are able to create custom field. So if you're a member of a project, you're not able to create custom field. Hi, Donna. Yes, so video about 1 to 3 minutes. I think that shouldn't be a problem. And images as well. So our team actually used a lot of images for design. We used a very high resolution images, and they all uploaded to Blue. So in case you didn't know, our CEO is actually running an agency called Matt. So we do a lot of design and a lot of website designs as well. So within that, we do require a lot of high resolutions and a bigger file. So you can actually upload that onto Blue quite easily without any problem at all. I hope that clears up your questions. Perfect, yes. So as you can see, this is the to-do descriptions, and then this is the to-do title. So let me just remove this. Hold on, no, I'm not actually remove this. I'll just remove this one, and I'm gonna build a separate form. So this is one of the form that we used very often. So I'm just gonna build a separate form based on this. So let's do a create form, and then do webinar. topics. So let's just drag in the titles. What do you want to see? Description. You can just easily remove this detail like so. What's your email? Let them know the email or link, any references like so. So this way you can send it, share it publicly to anyone you want within team members or not in team member. You can actually share this with anyone. Another feature is that actually new on Blue is that you can actually embed this form to your website. So let's say if you need to gather contact informations on your website, like you see those contact us section, and then they filled in their name, their email, or anything like that, you can actually embed this to your website. So you just quickly click on the copy and then paste it to paste this code to your website as well. From there, you'll be able to actually paste this form onto the website, and all the information that filled in will be in this to do. So let's just do the link for now, as I don't have a website access. So this is link to the form. So this is what the form looks like, and then see software development walkthrough, like something random. IO references. Let's do one of the link. Any link you want. So this is the submit, and this is where you would receive the form. So if you work with a big team and you want to see the ideas or anything like that, you can actually create the form, and then from there you have like your names. So you can see the to-do's title, the description that they enter earlier, the link that you think are the references, and also the email as well. So this way, this is how you would gather forms. And from there, you can actually, so within form, if you would like to have a different form entries to a different list, you can actually do it to backlog list, and then also even assign a team members as well. So when a new form is submitted to this section, it will automatically go into this backlog and then assign the team member here. So let's jump quickly into automation a bit after forms. Let me know if you're clear on form, and then I will just go into the automation quickly as well. Oh, there's a direct questions here. Can we create folders for better? Yes, actually folder is coming very, very soon. I just mentioned this earlier as well. So folder is coming very, very soon to Blue as well. Our team is just finalizing a few things before we push it to the beta version. Thank you for your questions. Okay, so let's work with automation a bit. So let me show you one thing. So if Blue Community, and then I moved it to here, it will automatically, okay, this actually is turned off. Hold on, sorry. So let's move it to the under review list actually, okay. Under review list, it will automatically assign me and then set a due date as well. So let's just do that again. Assign and set due date. So how to do this? So if you work with team members who are away, or if you're team members that's not in the office, so this is how you do that. So let me turn this off and just quickly add it again. Learn quickly. Okay, so to do that, you just go to create automations. When a new to do is moved to another list, the under review list, then assign someone, either your management, because they need to review the work, and then add another action. This is what you can do. Add another action, which is change due date. So give it 3 days for them to actually review the work. You can also add another options, and also unassign any team members that were previously working on this. So unassign yourself or something like that. So this is a quick summary of this. When you move to do to under review, assign this person and give them a 3 days to review, and then also unassign the person that was working on it. So there's a new assignee. So this way your team has a clear communications on who's working on what, by just quickly using it on Blue without having to refer this to them on a chat or anything. When you just move it to a new list, they'll know when this work needs to be done. So let's just see that automation in action. So let's say, let me remove myself from here first, and then I'll show you what the automation looks like. So this person is working on this community, and they have the due date is on April 8th. So let's just remove this due date as well. So let's do the date is on here. So this work needs to do on April 1st. This person is already finished it, and they wanted to review by the management. So let's just move it to this section here. And as you can see, it's quickly changed to my name, the new person, and also give it an extra day, 31st to 3rd of April. And then also unassign the other person. Let's just see that again. So this one, assign that person is working on it, having a due date today, that is done. Wanted to move it to here. Quickly, it automatically and changed to the new person, and also add a date as well. So that's just something that I find very, very helpful on Blue, is use automation to just automate your workflow, so you don't have to go in and assign this person, set another due date. So this is how it would look if you don't have automations. So this is how it would look like. So let's go here, has a date like so. So let's not move it to this because it will automatically assign. So let's just move it to this section here, like so. And then now you have to go in, unassign, assign, and give a date. So this might take a bit of time. So with automation, it just automatically give it this result right away. So I would highly recommend to play around with automations and see which one works best. Another thing that we love about automations is when everything is moved to the done list, it automatically mark it as complete. So that automation is this one. So when it is moved to a done list, let's say, okay, when a to-do is marked complete, then move it to the done list. Or when a new to-do move to the done list, then it mark it as complete. So this way you just let the Blue bot do the work for you, basically. And we do have a full document on this if you want to go through each automations and see which one you think is best for you as well. But this is something that for remote work especially, you would want to assign and give them a few days without having to go to the chat section and just tell them, or hey, I'm going to assign you to this project. So you just do it on Blue right away. They'll know, they receive the notifications from here, and they'll be aware of everything as well. Okay, so is there any questions so far? I want to also share with you on how you can actually transfer your data onto Blue quickly, very, very quickly, because this is an import and export features, which I actually went in depth last week, but I also want to share with you again this week on how that would look like. So if you go to a new project, and if you're just starting on remote work and you want to transfer all your data to Blue, you can just use a blank project, and then let's do sales. Like so, and from here you can actually invite your team members, but let's skip that for now. And then use the import export feature, import export, import CSV. Let's go to, this is the desktop. Hold on, let me find. Okay, I need to open this. Okay, so let's just quickly drag the CSV file in here. So this is, you have your title, the countries in description. Let's do that. This one, let's make it as a list. This will be a start date and a due date as a ship date. Order number, we'll just leave this to descriptions. This one you might need to use in custom field. So to create that, you will just go to custom field and create unit price. Currency, budget, let's do US dollar, create. Let's do twos. Actually, no, there's a few. So let's just do quickly as an example. Unit cost. Currency. USD, sorry. Okay, so this, and then you would map it out. So this is how you would map out your custom field so that you can transfer all of your data onto Blue if you're just starting remote work and you've previously used other tools or anything like that. You just import quickly onto Blue. Import sections might take a bit of time since this is about 1,000 to do that's being uploaded right now. Okay, so now you see this is the list that we map out, the to-do title. And then we also have the custom field that we created earlier. So you can see the unit price, unit cost, but definitely you would want to create more custom field for these sections here, total revenue, total cost. But this is just a quicker way on how you can transfer your data to Blue by CSV. So you use import export section and then you map everything out to your custom field. Another main features that I also want to share this week. If you work a lot with like music or file or anything like that, you can do like music or video. This is something that's quite new on Blue. Yes, this webinar will be recorded and it will be on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and just click on Blue Teamwork, you'll be able to access this webinar. Okay, this is a new feature that's currently available on beta, is to preview audio files. So let's upload an audio file here. Let's use this one. Like that, and then you press comment. And now you see, so this is currently just on beta. It's not yet on production, so you'll need to go to beta.app.blue.io and use the same login and click play. Or you can download or playback speed or anything like that. Yeah. So this is one of the new feature as well. Okay, so and then there's also edit comments as well. So if you need anything, if you're not clear on anything, you can always do the edit comment sections as well. Okay, so we're almost done. Preview embed video features. Yeah, so this is actually in the webinar, but I can quickly share with you what that look like. So let me just quickly grab a link from YouTube. Let's do that. Let me just quickly share with you again. Please leave in the comment section down below if you have any questions as we are running towards the end. So this is what the link to YouTube, embed YouTube link, like that. And you can post it in the comment section here, and you can actually preview it on Blue as well. So that's just quickly sharing with you on what embed video looks like. So please leave into the comment sections if you have any questions or anything that, or any concerns or anything. I'm quickly gonna answer it within this webinar as well. Again, this will be recorded and uploaded to a YouTube channel. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining in this week webinar. This will happen every week. So if there's new feature, I will share with you every single week as well. Hi, Glow. So each week I will send in an email to announce the webinars, and from there you'll be able to register to the Zoom link as well. Yeah. Thank you for asking. Is the timing right now works for you? Thank you so much. Is the timing right now works for you? Because I would want a lot of participants on this webinar, because in previous week we did in a different time, so there's not much participant as well. So I just want to make sure that it's a good time. Oh, okay, that's great. Yeah, we talked earlier. Thank you so much for sticking till the end of this webinar. I really appreciate that you are joining in this week webinars, and hopefully we get to see you in next week webinars as well. Awesome. Thank you so much. Let me just stop sharing screen. Thank you so much for joining in this week's webinars. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope I explained everything well and also the basics of the of Blue so that you can kind of get an idea of it as well and further explain to your team member. I hope that's it's quite helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want, you can also go back to the previous webinars. We have a lot of use cases on Blue as well. So let me actually share a link here. Let me just go to videos. Let's just the Blue videos. So this is the link to the videos. So this is from last week, and this will be quickly, you can access it. Oh, okay. So that's the link to our YouTube channel as well. So from there, I'm going to end this webinar now. Please join in next webinar if you can. Look forward to seeing you as well. Thank you again for joining in this week webinars. I'm very, very grateful for this. Thank you so much. Hope you have an amazing day. Just gonna stop this webinar now. Bye.